Welcome to Reread. We are on the Marvel Star Wars issues 87 to 90. In number 87, Luke, Chido, Rick, Duel, and Danny, and Cairo, and Pliff. All of them. Pliff is usually always teamed up with Luke. Like it used to be R2 and Luke a lot, but now it's Pliff and Luke. God bless Mary Jo Duffy. She loved her Hujib. She never let him go. But they go on a diplomatic mission. Rick and the gang, there's some old tunnel or whatever. There's rumored to be a treasure in there is what they say. And Rick Duel goes, "Treasure, you say?" And so he and Danny and Chido go in to look for the treasure. And of course they're going to get in trouble. Now Cairo goes to kind of find out where they're going because he has a feeling they're going to go treasure hunting. And he has to save them. But it turns out that under this cave of wonders isn't a treasure. It's a doom machine. And Cairo, eventually just kills the doom machine. It's like, I don't really know what all it's made of, but when he goes underwater, there's this like big robot face, about the size of him, and he just kind of turns around and slashes it with a lightsaber, with Luke's lightsaber. And there's some weird moments in this, like when Luke gives him the lightsaber, he's like, "Finally, this is what I wanted the whole time, ha ha ha." You're thinking, what, is he evil? And Luke's like, "What's going on?" He's like, "No, I just need to do something for my own, Luke." Okay, then don't act all maniacal crazy when I handed you my lightsaber. That's kind of weird. But anyway, it's, just a regular adventure with Luke in the gang. Issue 88, or 88 here, Lumia, whatever you want to call her, is her first appearance. And she looks like, a she version of Darth Vader, Dark Lady of the Sith, anyone. Now, she's an enforcer on this planet, so she's typically the good guy, but Leia catches her going way too far, like killing. She wants to kill these two people who threw mud at Princess Leia when they arrived. And Leia manhandles Lumia in the very first issue. Like, she's like, "No, don't shoot him." And she grabs her hand, twists her wrist, and then judo slams her to the ground. And then runs away, And then, of course, Lumia is in control. The Empire, she secretly works for the Empire. And basically the planet uprises to throw Lumia and her small garrison of troopers off the planet. Someone shoots her little digital box and it explodes, thinking they killed her, but they didn't. Now that's the first time we see her, but the last time we see her wear this Darth Vader lookalike gear. The next issue, issue number 89, there's during the Rebel Uprising, someone shoots Luke's friend, Ragold. Luke is freeing another planet from Imperial rule, but someone shot Ragold, who is the traitor. So he has to figure out who killed Ragold. And Luke works with this kid that I thought was a girl the whole time, but turns out to be a little boy called Scout. And looks like a little girl, in like a little onesie swimsuit. It's really weird, but of course, hey, them were the days, right? And so Scout likes to steal, likes to pick pockets. He tried to pick Luke's pocket and failed, but he likes to steal stuff. So he's going around like stealing treasure the whole way, but he's giving it to the orphans. And there's a master of all the orphans who says, "Scout, about time you came in, you got to earn your keep." So I'm thinking, is this like Oliver Twist now? It was really weird. But anyway, Luke has to fight the old warlord that was on the planet that they freed him from. His name is Blackheart. He's got like a metal jaw, half of his face is metal, so some kind of cyborg creature. It's a big creature, of course, that Luke has to take down on his own. This is hilarious. So Blackheart runs and is escaping in a little one-man shuttle. So Scout gets Luke on this little platform and puts a backpack on him. And she pulls a lever and the little platform spring shoots him up into the air. He's like, whoa. And then suddenly his backpack unfolds into bat wings, not making this up, and it's flapping and he's flying now, and he can, with the lightsaber, I think he takes out the escape pod, and Blackheart has to fall back down to the Earth. But then when they finally figure out who the traitor is, it was Ragold himself. Luke he goes to a dealer, thanks to Scout, finds this dealer who gives him a video, and it's Ragold going, "Okay, now that we've freed the planet, I know that the Empire's coming, and I know I'm the traitor or whatnot, and so I'm just going to turn the gun and shoot myself because I didn't want to betray this rebellion, but I did." Okay, could have saved us a lot of time and just like not done that story, but oh well. And then finally, issue number 90. Everyone is regrouping at Endor. They're still at Endor. Now, if you think about it, they've been at Endor for maybe a couple of weeks now. They may stay for a couple of months in the comic book. It seems like, Mary Jo Duffy's like, well, I don't know, do they stay on Endor? I guess they do. She kind of leaves the Huji's home planet is supposed to be still the base, but she kind of drops that storyline. She doesn't mention that base anymore and just has them hanging out on Endor, which doesn't seem, like it should be anyone's base for too long. But, like I said, maybe the Rebellion, or now the Alliance of Free Planets is what they're going to start calling themselves, is wanting just to, stay where they're at right now and recover, and maybe dig up pieces of the Death Star. They don't say that. That'd be smart if they'd written something like that. But anyway, Luke quells a fight between Rick Duel and the rebels there, because Rick Duel is accused of cheating, and he wasn't, or was he? Maybe he is cheating. But Luke kind of breaks up the fight. Han and Leia discuss Darth Vader, being the father. Leia's still mad about that, so that falls in line with Truce of Bakura. She doesn't want Luke to tell anyone because she's embarrassed about this and what will happen if that gets out, that Darth Vader was her father. That's all pretty good stuff. But the whole time all this is happening, they miss out on a very important meeting by the Rebel Alliance, or the Alliance of Free Planets, and Admiral Ackbar and Mon Mothma will go, well, they didn't make it. Luke, Han, and Leia weren't there, and Lando weren't there. What does this mean? Well, it means that they're not going to be leaders in this new alliance. Yeah, they're not going to make them leaders in the new alliance. That way they can still go on adventures together, right? You don't put your leaders of the alliance on dangerous missions all the time. So at first I was like, that was kind of weird. Why'd they say that? And that was the only time it's ever mentioned or brought up again. It was like stunning, like, oh no, they won't be the leaders of this new Rebel Alliance. Well, of course not, because you can't have your leaders going on dangerous missions. I get it. But that was just kind of weird that was like it was a big splash page at the end, like big reveal. Okay. So it was just an excuse to have them all flying together in the Millennium Falcon, still on adventures. I don't mind it. I just thought it was funny. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time.